Welcome, Sagittarius, to 12th House Tarot reading. My name is Mouse. I am your host. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of December 30th to January 5th, 2025. Welcome back, viewers. Welcome, first-timers. We do a past, present, and future spread with clarifiers for each. Take what resonates, leave the rest. What is new by you, my Sagittarius people? All right, let's see what we got in the past position. Queen of Swords. Get that on the camera. Followed by the Seven of Pentacles in the present position. And the Emperor in the future position. All right, fair. So whatever was happening in the past, we have the Queen who is saying, I have a clear vision ahead of me. I see what is going on. I have a direction I'm going in, and I know where I'm going. Now, in the present position with the Seven of Pentacles, it's a pause. Self-imposed pause. Because the gardener isn't actually doing anything right there. The gardener in this situation is watching, it's one thing to be appreciating your crops that are growing and sit in appreciation for that. And I guess that is a doing in a way. But there's another way of, am I weeding it, giving it fertilizer? Am I, watering the garden? Am I active in it? Am I doing that right now? So we'll get clarifiers to see if he's being passive aggressive or active. Passive aggressive. Dear gosh, hope not, Sagittarius. And then we have the Emperor in the future position. And the Emperor is one of showing, he's a force to be reckoned with. So, or not a force to be reckoned with. Let me say that, right? Is that the proper way to say that? So let's go back here to the Queen of Swords and see what the clarifiers are for this. We have Justice. So we have Lady Justice who showed up for you, Sagittarius, with this clear decision that you're making. We have the Ten of Wands, which can be somewhat burdensome, carrying all of these wands with you. Now, these are yours, but attachment equals suffering, my friends. Attachment equals suffering. So if there are things in your life that you're like, you know what, I can move more freely in the world if I didn't have X, Y, and Z. You may consider that as something to think about. Now, if you're saying I can move more freely in the world if I didn't have these children and this marriage, that's a horse of a different color, and that's not what I'm talking about. Although there is a reality to that too. What I am saying is that I know that I personally move more freely in the world when I clear out the material things in my apartment that I no longer have a need for. And I don't know if I spoke to you or a different sign about this last month, but there was a point where I would go in my basement because that's where my laundry is, but I had this whole pile of things that I don't need anymore because I'm not a homeowner anymore. I rent. I'm a renter now. And can I use them at one time? Will I use them again at another time? I mean, I've held on to them for 20 years and have not used them. What was it? It was a Sawzall. It was a circular saw. It was a giant drill. Like those things, yard gardening tools that as if I was going to build my own fence. Seriously, I didn't need these things. So now when I go down to the basement and I've cleared this equipment basically out of the basement, so I don't have to move it again, pounds and pounds of things that I don't use, but it cleared way for me to start going through even more things just to lighten the load. Now, I have a lot of stuff. I'm a Taurus, and I like my home, and I like to be surrounded with pretty things, and there's a part of me that's like, if I haven't opened that closet and I know I have things in it that I'm not using, am I really using them? What's the attachment? That's the part that keeps me from now being able to express fully. Like it's this unseen tether keeping me from my flight, if you will. A lot of words just for that card. And then we have the Hierophant. This is exciting. I feel really great about this first row. It is in the past position. This energy could be coming over into this next position. The Hierophant is this a beautiful combination of the Empress and the Emperor. The Empress and the Emperor, yeah. And being able to be in charge of the kingdom in that way and being the one that sets the blessing, sets the tone, is the one to bring structure to the kingdom. So let's see what kind of structure we have with the seven of, wow, we got a lot of people. We've got a lot of court cards showing up, and the major arcana court cards as well, if you will. We got two, like the Emperor, the King, the Queen, Justice, the Hierophant. It's a lot of wow, Strength card. I think a lot of power is showing up for you. 10 of Pentacles. Sagittarius, what is happening? So when I see the remainder of this present row with the King of Pentacles, Strength, and 10 of Pentacles, I come back to this 7 of Pentacles as if they are in the appreciation for the hard work that they've done. Like perhaps the character in the card just finished weeding the garden and is sitting here in appreciation for the Pentacles. Because the King says, you are abundant, you are prosperous, you are grounded, you are rooted. The Strength says, you have the power, the stamina, the endurance to do whatever needs to happen this week. And the 10 of Pentacles, our second 10 on the table, says that there is abundance, there is wealth, there is prosperity at your fingertips. And I feel like it's rolling over into this Emperor row in the future position. So let's keep going. 3 of Cups, you're celebrating something. The cornucopia is spilling over. There is joy and happiness happening. We're going forward with the Knight of Wands. That's another fire card. That's only your second wand on the table. And then we have a Tower moment. Perfect. This is interesting because your compadres, Aries and Leo, your other 2 fire signs, had their movement happening in the first 2 rows. You have your movement happening at the beginning of the year here, it seems. But I feel that you are setting yourself up for success. Whatever is happening in this past position, in the present position, this getting this foundation set for this change, which is weird because the Tower is the upheaval of that foundation, or and people are falling from the Tower. But I feel that there is a groundedness and, being ready to be ready, as Abraham Hicks would say, is happening for you. And you are going to be prepared for whatever this change is that's coming up. Like, I think you feel this impending change, and you are surrounding yourself with really strong people and a strong inner sense of knowing who you are and where you want to go, Sagittarius. Let's go on the bottom. 2 of Wands. Indeed, there is a new horizon for you here. You are deciding where you are going next. So this is going to be a change of your own volition, of your own doing. You are creating this, but I feel like you are setting the stage for the success of it. So it's not going to come as a surprise. It's going to come as something you've prepared yourself for. So good for you, Sagittarius. I appreciate this reading for you. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best in what's coming for the new year. If you have your own deck of cards, perhaps you want to set an intention and do a reading of 12 cards to see what's happening in the next 12 months for you from January to December, as just a template of like what is possible and what could be happening. So something to consider doing. And I will be back next week with another reading for you. So until then, take good care.